Good morning. I welcome you in. If you're here now, you are catching the replay. This is a live. So if you want to hit hashtag replay, I say this every time. I just love to know who stopped by. And any comments, I will get your comments even during the replay. So come on in. We're just waiting for some friends to get on. I'm going to pull myself up on my phone. So on thanks. Come on in. Good morning. Waiting for some friends to get on. I'm going to pull myself up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good morning, Robin. I'm happy to see you. I'm just going to wait a couple minutes for some people to get on, and then we're going to dive in. I have done some pre-work before today. So I'm excited, and I'm excited about what we're going to do this afternoon if you come back. And I figured out my cover issue, which everyone will be very happy to hear. Good morning, Molly number 2. How are you, Molly? I was just telling Robin, I figured out my cover dilemma. So everybody will be thrilled to hear about that. Oh my goodness. Oh, you did, Robin? That was fast. I think a lot of people are getting theirs today by 7. I think Mel's in Arizona. I think hers is taking longer. But good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I tried to take my time in packaging them and everything so it would be nice for you. So thank you for letting me know. Okay. Well, what I think we're gonna do, so you're not just sitting here looking at my face, I'm going to go ahead and go down to the desktop. Oh, I already am on the desktop. Oh, I had it backwards. How boring. You guys are sitting here looking at the same thing this whole time. Okay, so guys, I want to continue to work on this journal. And this afternoon, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'll speak about that a little bit later, probably when I'm doing my sign off. And then I'm probably going to take a break from this. We're going to start a new project and then we'll come back to this from time to time because I'm just like everybody else. I'm human. I get burnt out. So, um, thank you, Molly. I'd love to JJJ now that I know what it is. And I had so much fun watching the presenters yesterday too. I watched as many as I could, but you know, I had to make dinner. So at some point I had to sayonara. So anyway, okay, this is what's gonna happen. My camera may or may not do that from time to time. It's a connectivity issue between the wireless between my camera and my computer. I've had days where it's a big problem and I want to cry when I'm done. And I've had other days where it's not a problem. So just so everybody knows, if that does happen, please don't go away. It will come back on. It just gets fuzzy and frozen for a minute. I don't know how to fix it. I've tried, but I'm hoping we're going to be okay. All right. With that being said, so when we left off, I was having this big dilemma about what to do with the cover because I wanted to put something down here, right? Because I made my pages larger, thinking I wanted to have a lot of things hanging out of the sides. So this is the glitter paper I found up in my Cricut room, and I was like, I really want to use this. But what I think I was doing was I was envisioning gluing something down on the front cover here. And what I really meant to do, and I think will work better, I was overthinking it for sure, is if I glue it down to the front page. And then what we'll have is something very, very simple, yet it'll add some interest. So this is what I decided to do for the cover. Now, happy Friday, Patricia. It's good to see you. Um, so what I want to do first is get this glued down. I did some pre-work, so I'm hoping that I'm not going to have uh, the oh what do I do moments, but I mean we all do. But um so I do want to get this glued down, and it is a shiny back on it. So I am going to use the Fabri-Tac um because I this stuff I know will hold this all in place. And I'm not worried about the other side of the page. So I'm not worried about the glue beating through. And if you guys think I'm putting down a ton, the bottom is touching my paper. So I'm just putting lines in my paper. I'm not, these are not all big wide glue strings. Yes, happy Friday. Can't believe it's Friday already. I guess maybe because of the holiday. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to get a baby wipe. That's what I'm going to do. I hope everybody's having a good morning so far. You know what? My wax paper tip from Molly, I'm using that. Thank you. I knew I could too. And the thing is, I should have stopped sooner. I didn't stop myself when I knew I needed to step away from it. It's like I said, there's so many possibilities, but I knew I wasn't happy. And then I kept thinking, well, something will work. I'll find something. Yeah, I found something. Walk away from it for a day and come back to it. And then it was like, it just hit me this morning. I'm like, I know exactly what I want to do. And then there's more. I know exactly what I want to do to the cover. I am seeing everyone on Facebook right now. So everyone knows I am streaming to Facebook and to YouTube. I do not always see all my YouTube comments. This is something new that has happened. I don't know if I need to reconnect my account. Sometimes I see them, sometimes I don't. So if you are here and you're on YouTube, I am not ignoring you. I just quite frankly have no idea that you're here. Facebook, I'm not having a problem with. Okay. So I love it because it's subtle. It's really subtle. Okay. Now, for the actual cover itself, I have a plan, but we're not going to put it together today because I don't want the bulkiness on here quite yet. So I took the same glitter paper. Let me pull this out for a minute. Okay. This is bothering me in here. I wished I would have used a different print on one of these, but I didn't. But it's bugging me a little. So I am going to do a clasp on here. And this is what the exact same thing I did on my watermelon journal, where I'm going to take board and I'm going to make a backside, a hinge for the side, and then a front side. And then it'll get Velcroed or a magnet. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Now, with that being said, I want to show you what I decided on. So I have this that I made out of a mold. Okay. And then I spray painted it gold. And that's going to go right here in the center. And then this will go down around the side and then to the back. But this is going to be the clasp for the front. Now, I don't know if I can pick these up with my fingers. I was going to go and type out the word journal or diary or something and then put that in here. But I decided this is so abstract that I'm not going to add any words. I want the words of what this is to be up to the eye of the beholder. Now, I need to remove this for a second. Let me lay these down. So then I have these little rhinestones. I just want to show you guys what it's going to look like. These can be tricky to pick up. Okay. And then I'll show you, and then I will put this all back in my bag until we're ready to actually do it. But yeah, I love the wraparound clasps. These things are just pain in the badook, to be honest. All right. So it'll look something like, I mean, they'll be straight, but they're going all over. But you guys get the gist. I'm going to put the rhinestones in there. And then we'll wrap the closure around. And I think that'll look really cool. So let me put this away, and then we can move on to the inside. Because I kind of gave a sneak peek to something. Okay, I don't want to lose. I want to keep this kind of like a kit, a kit over to the side here without all the other stuff I'm keeping over to the side. So, okay. We're good here. We're very good. And I don't feel any glue on the outside. I am going to distress this, and I'm going to distress this one in black. Why do I keep going back and forth between black and brown? I don't know. It's not like me. I'm usually a lot more consistent. But that being said, I don't know. I don't know how this brain of mine works sometimes. But I do want to get these edges. I might need a new stamp pad here. Hi, Mama Juju. Come on in. I'm not seeing all of my YouTube posts. I see yours. I have a lot of people on Facebook, so there may be conversations that you're not seeing, but I just wanted you to know. If you hear me responding to someone, it's because they're probably on Facebook. And that's where that's coming from. All right. Yep. I'm afraid the stamp pad might be the operator of this stamp, though. Looks pretty good. Let me try this one upside down. Okay. Nice and easy. And simple. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's confusing to people when I go to both channels, but I actually was on YouTube long time before I went on to Facebook. But I was doing tutorials, I wasn't doing lives. So figured why not just publish to both, stream to both. Okay. So the idea that I have for in here is hopefully not lost in this mess. It very well may be, best laid plans. Here it is. Okay. So I took an envelope and I cut, it was a 3x3, and I cut, or it was a 3x4, I think. Just one of those coin envelopes. And I glued down this print. Now, this is what's going to be new. I went back in last night and I'm like, I need something other than these flowers to help add some variety to this piece. So I created this lady. I have a whole bunch of ladies. I'll show them all to you, but if I did right now, I'd knock over all my papers. But they all follow this theme. So I have this lady under an umbrella, and my my sense of style is very, I don't know if I'd say eclectic. It's just very diverse and abstract from time to time. So, well, from a lot of the times, to be honest. But these go together hand in hand because visually they make sense color-wise. And style-wise, it's the exact same style that I used for my bigger prints, that which I made these out of. So she's going to go in here and she's going to complement the flower and she's going to help ground when you first open this page what you're getting on page 1. But I still want page 1 to be very simple. So I already made her and she's going to go down. And then I want to do something with a tag. And then let that be that. Keep this one really, really simple. Okay. Now, I'm going to Distress Ink her. Why did I put everything away? I try to put stuff away because I have so much on my desk. That's why. Now, I'm going to actually paint this tag and then we're going to decorate it. Because I want it to be black. I don't have any black cardstock. I'm supposed to be getting some today. And I don't want to use all my printer ink. So we are just going to paint this. This is where I buy these 6" by 6" deli sheets. Okay. And I love them. I could also probably ink this, but I think for the sake of this video right now, this is my favorite paint. By the way, it's Deco Art Americana Lamp Black. I've had very, very good luck with it. Now, my paintbrushes are in the water. Which one do I want? I'm going to try and dry them off so I can just do one coat here. And I know the warping, but I'm going to try. I don't know exactly what we're going to do about that right now. But I am going to try. Let me cover. No, we're going to dry this over here. Let me just put my heat gun to it real quick. This stuff just takes a second to dry. That's the other reason why I love it, because when you're not a very patient person like me, it's a good thing. Now, if this doesn't work, I will be putting multiple tags together and then painting them. These tags are pre-cut. I do not have a tag cutter. Anybody that's new, by the way, welcome. I am just getting back into junk journaling. I haven't done it in about 4 or 5 years, but I love it. And I wanted to take a break from polymer clay, which is what I really mostly do. I do a lot of mixed media. So I don't have a lot of the new tools and I can't afford a lot of the new tools. So my inventory will be going up slowly. But in the meantime, I'm just going to have to use my creativity. And I had these tags in my stash, so I'm just trying to use my stash. Good morning, Cassie. Okay. I probably should have done more than one to give it some more weight. But this evened right out. So I think we're good. I used way too much paint, which is pretty typical of me. Sorry, my desk. I've been working down here this morning and I forgot to clean it before we came on, so. Well, good morning, Jamie. It's good to see you. Come on in. All right. So, make sure this is dry. All right. So, with that being said, she's going to go here. I'm going to glue her down. We're going to decorate him, and then he's gonna go inside. See the contrast that brought just by painting that tag black? Oh, Jamie, thank you so much. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna glue this down. I'm just gonna go around the outsides here. I don't need to overdo this, I don't think, but it is going on glitter paper, so I am using the Fabri-Tac, which I know will adhere to anything. Now, I'm gonna try and get in the center. Well, I guess I have to bring it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't care if the tag sticks out the top a little bit. I love when things hang off the top, the side, and the bottom. So I'm not being particular that, uh-oh, it's gonna run off like off the page. I don't care. I mean, if it goes off too much, I do. Okay. So then, you guys, I had this idea. I'm telling you, I do crazy stuff, and this isn't my frilly work at all. This is my abstract work. But I really want to put a border frame around her. So what I like to do, and I may need to trim this. I am gonna have to trim this a little more. It gets hard because you're kinda a little handicapped because of the ribbons or, the rivets, the studs. Blah, 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 English, Molly. The studs that are on here. But what I wanna do is create a frame all the way around here. So let me grab, I don't know, let's see how this glue works. Well, I should use Fabri-Tac. I really should. I just dropped my pin. Hold on, because I don't want to step on it. Oh boy, I knew I was gonna do that. I will not, I will find it. Find it when I step on it, won't I? Why isn't Molly on this afternoon? Well, that's a long story. She's in the emergency room. No. Okay. And I like to just go around one by one by one. I love stuff hanging off, Jamie. I love it. Okay. And I am going all the way around because I still can get the tag in over it on the top. So I am going to do all four sides. And then if I need to trim, we will trim. But I'm trying to leave a little bit of extra room. This will not be perfect. I am not a perfectionist. I am a perfectionist, but it's in my head what I want to be a perfectionist about. But to most people, I'm not a perfectionist. So you're watching the wrong show if that's what you're looking for. Um, but that's okay. I like to see how my ideas come together. You know, I look at it this way, there's nothing that you can't fix. If I needed to cut this page out, I could cut most of it out and put a little thing of ribbon and have a short page. But I like to try. Ugh. Yeah, I don't wanna step on it. I got enough going on. I don't need that to happen. I use this in my mosaics all the time when I work on kind of my different kind of stuff. It's nice because this does stretch a little bit. Um, these are those tonic scissors that Jimmy Lou was using last night that I said, "I have one in every size." They cut through polymer clay after it's baked really, really nicely, so that's why I have them. but I just love them. Now here's the trick. I got to do this, and then I need to put something inside of here. I guess I could have just used another tag. Okay, hold on. I need to get in here before anybody glues down anything. But see what I mean? You can still put something over it, but then it'll still be completely framed in. Mm. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm attempting to cut this guy off. There we go. Because this just looks better like that. I have Fabri-Tac running down the side of my bottle. So might as well use it. Okay. I'm afraid it's too early to pull this out yet, but I just think that frame adds so much to her. You know, just a very simple little thing you can do. They're the best, those scissors. And I love that they're the tonic scissors, so you have that little serrate on them. All right. So while this is drying, so this is kind of gives you an idea of what this is going to look like. While this is drying, I want to do the tag. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. This glue is still tacky. All right, let me set this aside to dry. Except I shouldn't have set it there. Guys, this is like, wow. Well, I had a couple ideas, but I have this. It's not going to be big enough. This is, I don't, well, let's see what happens. Because I had two schools of thought on this. One was to just do the bottom and make another pocket out of this. Which I think I can do, because see, I got a wrinkle in here. Let me round. I don't know what kind of, uh-oh. Me and this thing don't always get along that well. Okay, that one worked. Okay. Oh. Oh, why did I do it that way? Okay, I know exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to keep it that way, but I'm going to cut it like, I'm flying by the seat of my pants, you guys. So, hi, Pam. Thank you. Okay. That is very crooked, Molly. Okay, we are going to go this way. I can use this on here. I can't believe I dropped that pin. I can believe I dropped a pin. It's just, I was trying so hard to not lose that. I don't have another one. I have a needle. I have a corsage pin. If it fits, I can fit in there. Need to spray paint it in like glow in the dark bright lime or orange. So when it rolls under my desk, the things I find when I take the broom under there are quite interesting. Okay. So I did this on the piece that we did back here. This one, the belly band tag and pockets. Um I'm going to just doodle down this side so that it will coordinate with this. That's my solution to cutting it wrong. First, I'm just going to add some dots in here. And then I'll make some swirls. There. Very simple, very easy. Okay. And then, sorry, I keep sticking my arm. Okay, this is dry. So then when you turn this page, it's going to look really, really simple, right? It's going to look so pretty. We're going to see the cover on the side of this. We already talked about what I'm going to do on the cover and how I'm going to do the buckle around it. And then we have this guy. This guy will pull out. May or may not come back and put another pocket on here. But for right now, I think I'm going to leave him. All right. This page we did the other day. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Let me just make sure. We did this one. I never came back. Oh, yeah, there's an envelope in here. You know what I need to do? I'm just going to stick this in here for the time being. Because we need to come back and do something to put in this envelope. Okay, now I need to pick a page. Kind of towards the middle that I haven't done anything with yet. Oh, here's this. This is just sitting here. I must have wanted to glue this guy down. Let's do that. I'm going to keep this one. This is just a flimsy piece of paper. Hold on, I'm thinking. I know what I want to do on this page. I'm not going to do it yet. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to. I know what we're going to do. Let me find. I have a page in here. Okay, we're almost at the end by this point. I want to do something here where I want to cover this page and have this be a belly band, but the paper goes up and down. I do need to cover this with something. So before I cut it, I thought I would go back and use, hold on. Everybody's about to fall off of my, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Oh man. My baby wipe got on here. And this is the one I want to use. Come on. Dry. That's okay. We're gonna glue it down. Let me just trim. I'm gonna use my paper cutter. Hold on. There it all went. I called it. Well, at least I know where it is. Okay, let me cut this down. It's because I have a whole bunch of new friends on here, so I have to embarrass myself at least once. It's like Jenga. Now I'm going to tear my paper. Okay, we're going to use this one. That's fine. We'll use this one. Yeah, it's like Jenga. How high can you pile things up? I printed these, so I can just print another one if I need it. Okay. Let me cut this edge off. You guys, I don't have one of those scoring cutters, but I'm getting one. I'm so excited. I'm getting one, but I won't have it for another week. The week after next, I'll have it. Because, yeah, I'm ordering it on Friday. I thought I ordered it, but it was still in my cart. And then I was looking at the bank account and some other things I needed, and I had to make some decisions. So, that's next weekend's budget. But I'm excited to get that. Okay. Now, where do I want this? I think I want to just use just go right along the top of it. Hi, Nani. Hi, Rita. I sewed this piece I did here. I had to go in and redo it. I was showing everybody how to sew a signature in because I have a lot of new people that have never done this before. And like, pay attention. This is how you do it. And it's so easy. And I sewed it in upside down. I was like, best laid plans, best laid plans. I mean, things just happen. What are you gonna do? You know? I think anybody that's here, I would hope, can just relate and be like, "Oh, well, that sucks. I've been there, done that." You know, we're all playing this game together, aren't we? Okay. That's all you can do. You got to laugh it off. Now, when I hit the end live, I'm going to now I got to pick this sucker up and you know what the weird part is? I have a little container that I was like, Molly, your pile's getting a little big. You printed out some more this morning. You need to take all your stuff and you need to put it in that container. I was like, oh, I have plenty of room on my shelf right next to me. What are you going to do? I mean, I'm sure that's not going to be the worst thing that's going to happen to me. Okay, now, where were we? We were at the end. Okay. And see, I sewed this page in sideways. I mean, that was a bright move. All right. So I want to do just a little belly band here, but I need to distress it. I am going to use the brown on this one because the brown I like because it goes with the print behind it. And oh, I got to do the corners. Do I want to do the corners? Why the heck not? If this thing will cooperate with me. Does anybody else have a problem with this thing? I think it might be me. Sometimes they cut, like this one cut perfect. This one's all crookedy. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Just have to kind of fake it, but you can obviously tell it's not perfect. Oh yeah, you have that problem too. Hold on a second. I have to turn my furnace off, my heater. This happened the other day. I started just like, I don't want to run over my papers here. I get so hot down here. Like I'm in Ohio, so like it was 45 degrees this morning. It'll be 70 something this afternoon. Next week it's going to be almost 90 and humid. Okay, pocket or belly band? You know what I want? I want this to go. I'm going to try and save my corner. I have a different plan for this. Okay, perfect. I want this. Okay, somehow this is going to come together. Somehow, some way, this is going to come together. I'm not putting the paper in the cutter the right. Well, there's not. Should I YouTube video, like search it? Sometimes it works perfectly fine. And I feel like I do the same thing the next time and then it it's like, nope, not today. Not this time, sister. I'm like, well, sorry if you can hear my dogs barking, but I have a little one up there that's blind and he's on the couch. And so he's a talker. That's the only way he can tell somebody he wants down. Well, somebody isn't going to get him down right now. I'm we're going to do a very thin belly band. This is a manila file folder. I have a whole box of them I found. I figured, well, I might as well use them. It may not be. It's had a lot of use. I just pulled it out again because I just started getting back into junk journaling. Which is why I've told everyone I'm no expert, but I love to learn and I love feedback. Molly Jasper got me out of a pinch the other day. I was stuck. She was like, why don't you just do a belly band? And I was like, bingo. Remember that, Mom? because I want this to be plain, and then I want to put the heart on it. Sorry. Yeah, I can't see my corner through the bottom of here. Oh, maybe I could. Wait, let me try something. Oh, I see what's happening. I mean, I emptied. No, I don't have the bottom thing on here. So why would it? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll try using it upside down and see if that helps. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's distress this. Now, this is just a plain piece of manila, but you know what I could? I have this stamp. Molly needs to clean up her area. Okay. I have a stamp. I don't fall out of my chair. I mean, wouldn't that be funny? Welcome, new friends. Watch me fall out of my chair. Okay. So, I have a stamp that we can use on here. And I just used it yesterday, I think. No, I wasn't on yesterday. Maybe the day before. And it's very plain, but it's very, very pretty. And I need I need something. Hold on. This is one of those things that it should stick to. And then this side, I'll just use my finger. Just to add a little bit of frill, just a little something, something. I'm overlapping it. I think it looks okay. Why the heck not? This way. Sometimes I use archival ink. When I do polymer clay, I use it a lot because I have to put a sealer over if I use it to distress the edges of something or stamp on a piece of clay. I have to seal it. I use floor polish actually to seal my polymer clay. And I don't want it to run. The distress ink will run if you seal it. All right, now I think I'm upside down. This girl is upside down and backwards and sideways. If I need to trim this after I glue it, we can. I only have a small margin here to work with. Hello, Laura Lee. We have some new friends on today. I met a lot of them yesterday. They're encouraging me. You just missed me drop everything, all of my papers off. You lost my pin that goes in my glue. I mean, I'm having a swell. I forgot to distress ink this. That's okay. Is it? It's not too late. I can always add more glue. I just won't get the corners. I found an old book today. Oh, it's probably on the floor. Yeah, I found an old book today where the pages are all yellowed and it's getting like darker color around the outside of the pages. So I'm excited because I want to use that. I think that's going to be too tight of a... So here we go again. By the time we're done, I'll have nothing left to this little buddy. Well, that kind of worked doing it upside down. Who knew? And then the back of this I'll leave plain. I might go back and add some lines to it. Just a real simple belly band there. And then I want this heart in the middle. Now this I need Fabri-Tac for. Come on. I have Fabri-Fix, but it's really old. And it's all clogged, but I can take the lid off of the Fabri-Tac, I think, and put it on the Fabri-Fix. Hi, Kathy. Kathy, okay, it's working now. Everyone, if you want a Telegram, if you're on Facebook, hit !Telegram. I had it turned off. That's why it wasn't working. I just turned it on yesterday or the day before when we talked about it, and it's working now. And then like 15 minutes, give or take, before I come on, I'll send out a notification if you want one. And Kathy, I also post around 6 to 7 a.m. in the morning if I'm going to be on. And every once in a while, it's a... There we go. It's working. Thank you, Pam. All right. So that's that page. I mean, I know it's sideways, but who cares? It's a junk journal, right? Let me distress the sides of this page, and then we're going to do something else. Guys, I usually like to stick to being on for an hour, but we're going to go a little over an hour today. Well, we might be right about there. Because I like to walk away from my stuff and come back to it, even if it's for 15 minutes. But what I'm going to tell you guys, I'm taking a coffee break. Wait here. So, and that's why I'll be on. You get a 2-for-1 again today, Kathy. I'll be back on at 3. Okie dokie, smokies. All right, now I want to add a paper clip with jewels on it. Beads, jewels. Like I'm Miss Richie Rich over here. Beads. I used to make jewelry too. So I got a stash of beads. So we're going to use the beads. I'm going to make a bookmark. Now here's the thing. I have 2 options. One option is to use this I don't know where my smaller, like half the size of this ones are. So one option is to use this paper clip, and it can go anywhere. The purpose of this is so that you can take it on and off pages and save your place. But it's got to go on a page that's already done. I do not want it on here. Laura and Kathy, look at how she came out. I figured out my cover. I just did glitter gold behind it. And I'm doing an umbrella lady who I love, and we're going to use her more throughout. Okay, so it doesn't matter where right now we do this, but I'm going to put it on so I know. Okay, so our options are beads will hang down from here, but they'll only hang down right to like right here. And then the second option, option B, is, if I could pick it up, is this little heart I have. Which way do I go? I gotta go this way. No, I gotta go this way. I just did that way. All right, I don't want to tear my pages. Maybe we have to stick with option A. This isn't gonna work. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Now, I may go back, you guys, and change this out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I may go back and change this out with a smaller one, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to just kind of guess and then give myself a little bit extra. And I'm just using whatever this is, this thread that I'm using, that I use for my signatures. And then again, this can be moved anywhere. So I'm going to take half of it. If I do this right. I'm going to go through. And I'm going to glue this a little bit. You're going right now? Okay, bye. My husband's on vacation this week. He's got to go get tags for his truck. Okay. You don't have to glue it. This is not supposed to come off, but I do. All right, so now you have to figure out kind of where are you outside of the book here. So I'm somewhere around here. How's that for accuracy? Somewhere around this area. And I'm going to put a knot right there. Okay. You like the big paper clip, Jamie? Yeah, and I think it's more it'll be easier to work with on pages where you might have pockets or belly bands or any kind of height. So, you know. All right, so all I'm gonna do is I have these beads and I have nothing to set them in. So this ought to be another disaster and a half. Let's do this. I'm gonna just come up with a random pattern and I'm not gonna put too many on here. So I'm gonna do gold. I have red and I have these teal ones. I love how the ones I wanted out are at the bottom and the thing I didn't want out is at the top. Ugh. So then, like, just do this. Okay. You need to leave room to tie at the bottom. I got him yelling again. You need to leave room. Okay, so can I talk to you about what we're going to do this afternoon? Because I have a question for you guys. Has anyone done the reveal, the peekaboo? It's like a lens where you pull out both sides and it looks like the cover is where's my hole? I gotta put some glue on here, I think. I have any glue on here? Um, it opens like a lens as you pull it open. Has anybody done that? The reason I'm asking is I'm going to attempt to do that this afternoon. So if you want to come back for some laughs at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll be attempting that. And it's going to go in this book. So I'm attempting it at a very small size. But I'm going to practice before then. So you'll have to tune in to see if it worked or not. I know this is gross, but I can't get this in here. Come on, you're my last little fella. There we go. Okay. Oh, nope, I got one more little gold one and then we're done. Keep it simple. What is that? The KISS method? Keep it simple, stupid. All right. So then I'm going to knot this. And you want to make sure you're all the way. There's a trick to this. If I knew where my little tool, here it is. You can stick something in here and bring it all the way up to where the bottom of your bead is. Or in my case, pretty much all the way up. And then I always like to put a little bit of glue on the bottom, which you don't have to do as long as you're using a glue that dries clear, which I'm pretty sure every single one of you does. Oh, is it Nani? Okay. Well, I'm gonna attempt it. I'm definitely going to attempt it, and then we're gonna see. Um, we're just gonna see. We're gonna see if I can pull it off or not. But I feel like because I haven't done this in so long, I feel like I'm so stuck in the basics, and I'm like, I don't want my pieces to all be the same thing going on and on and on. And I mean, I'm very creative, but sometimes I need help. Like and I was inspired this morning. And actually, let me get these on here. I'm gonna show you the page I went to, and maybe you guys already know of them. No, it's not an origami fold. I'll show you in a second. I mean, I'm not saying there isn't one, but the one I'm gonna do is not. Um, if you have spray starch, maybe put that on your thread. I don't know. That's probably just me. But it's it's hard to explain. But it's literally looks like an old-fashioned camera lens opening. Where it's like it opens and then it shuts back down. So if you'd like to come back for comedy hour at 3 o'clock, that's what I'll be doing. Ah, I forgot to put the gold one in here. We're almost done. So yeah, that should be interesting, to say the least. Okay, cooperate just like you just did. There we go. One more of these, tie it off, clip it, and then we're al done. And again, this can go anywhere. So you can literally set it aside. You can sit and make a whole bunch of these at once. And I'm gonna offset mine slightly so they're not laying up right against each other. But you can make a whole bunch at once and just put them on a piece of cardstock, just paper clip them, and then when you're working on a journal, just grab one. None of these are my own ideas. I'm a YouTuber, man, or Facebook. So I want this one to hang a little bit lower, so that puts me about right here. Sorry, I probably should have zoomed in for this, but I'll pick it up and show you. And then let me put a little bit of glue on here. I want the beads to move, but I don't want the thing to move. So then you can put this anywhere in your journal. And again, this is where it ended to the end of the page. If you're using a smaller paper clip, you need your string to go from here all the way down to here to where you put your you're welcome, Kathy. Comedy hour. Yeah, right. Some variety. Um, okay, let me show you what we're gonna do this afternoon. And oh wait, and then you just trim off. Don't get too close. I probably should be using my small scissors. Um, don't get too close to where you knotted it, right? You want to leave a little bit of room. I mean, granted, it's glued, but it also looks kind of cool when you have these hanging. And these are going to go great. See how those will go? I think they're going to look really good. Okay, so now on to the next. So this afternoon, I got to go back to my pictures here. Hold on. Okay, well, wait, let me show you this first. Let me see if I'm in the camera. Have you guys heard of Print and Pixel Studio? First of all, these two ladies are hilarious. They're both in the room together working on a project, and they're not always that nice to each other, but they laugh. They were laughing during this tutorial so hard, I was laughing. They are so cute. I have never watched them before. I just found them this morning, so and they're on YouTube. And then they sold the template to this for $1. $1. They sold their template to this and to another project they worked on here. This is a terrible photo, but basically when you close these side tabs, then it goes in and it covers up your photo. So I'm going to try one before this afternoon. That's why I didn't know if someone else had tried it before or not. But Print and Pixel Studio. I always give credit where credit is due. Now, I can't always do that. Treasure Books I follow a lot. We're doing a lot of her things. You'll see I'm pulling out things that relate to me and what I want to use in my project. And then there's other things that I'm just making up, like putting, oh my gosh, there's something under there. Okay, like putting the beads around here, doodling on my tag. Like, I'm sure I'm not the first person to ever do that, but like, that wasn't an idea I learned from anyone else. The other thing is I might need to seal this. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so that's where we're at for today with the journal until this afternoon, which I think it will take the whole hour to do the lens that I want to do. So I'm going to get going for now. And then I'll be back at 3 o'clock. Okay? So I just want you guys to have a really good day. And I also want to say how much I appreciate you coming by and how much I am so thrilled some of my new friends are here. It absolutely makes my day and it keeps me going. And it was nice to meet a lot of you last night too. So very talented group of people. All right. So I will see you guys this afternoon. Bye.